Hello everyone, this is Marty Harger and thank you for joining me today here at Essential Yoga with Marty Harger. Today I want to talk with you about the February Connection Workshop and how this month's Essential Yoga Program Workshop could be a great choice for you to introduce to others. The Essential Yoga Program is the book that I co-authored, and I'm going to talk with you today about this whole theme in February about connection and cultivating an open heart and the oils that are involved that really help us open up our heart, help us forgive, help us let go, and help us really greet the world from a place of emotional and physical balance. And the oils that we're going to use are very strong tools to help bring people back into that place. So if you're struggling to share a message with yoga students this month that isn't too much about, chocolate and flowers, and you really want to give people something deeper that they can be investigating within themselves about self-love and about love and connection and an open heart for what's out there in the world, consider offering an Essential Yoga Program Workshop, because whether you're teaching yoga or sharing the essential oils with others or just using them in your own practice, there's such value in bringing the doTERRA essential oils into an asana workshop or class for ways you can weave this into your practice or into the class or workshop that you're teaching. There's lots of ways to send samples to people. For instance, if you're not meeting in person, I've covered those in some other workshops or in some other videos here. But I know that one of the things a lot of us are loving are these little Mylar mini bottle things you can get from Oil Life. And they're a sample that you can put like 5 or 6 drops of an oil in. And you can actually, they're so thin and they seal up so well that you can put all 6 of these oils I'm going to be talking with you about today into just a regular business envelope to send to people. I encourage you to do that with an Essential Yoga Program tear pad so they can kind of follow along. But you get to share your version of the oils. And if what I share with you today seems valuable, just know this is an example of the kinds of things that I offer as an actual script for every single month of the Essential Yoga Program Workshop. So every one of the workshops in here, I have a complete script about the physical and emotional benefits of each of the oils and how to introduce those to students. So you can learn more about that on this post. I have a link to my website with the details about the Academy, or reach out to me personally and I'd be happy to tell you about it. So today I'm actually wearing this beautiful scarf, and I wanted to tell you about this because before I dive into the oils, this is the Kali scarf. It's K-A-L-I, and if you are a doTERRA member, you can get one of these. And I think it's a beautiful thing to have for Valentine's and for the concept of heart and love. This is a beautiful scarf that was handcrafted by an artist named Disha Buraria, if I'm saying her name right, and she's a visual artist from India. She goes by Disha, and she has been self-taught, and she designed this scarf starting years ago, and now she's a professional artist. And I just think it's such a beautiful gift that you can get. And this is something that she created to try to help inspire love, inspire hope and compassion. And it has these lava beads on it. I hope you can see those. And it comes with this beautiful blend called the Kali blend. Now I got to tell you something. This is unlike anything else I've found from doTERRA. I love this blend, and I would encourage you to get the scarf and get the blend. And let me tell you all of the oils that are in this before we start with this month's theme. The Kali blend has fractionated coconut oil as a base, so it's an easy roller bottle. It is in this beautiful label, as you can see, and this blend includes the following oils: wild orange, turmeric, amyris, which is like sandalwood, cypress, canenga, like lang lang, vetiver, jasmine, rose, champa, and tuberose. It is a beautiful exotic combination. And if you have ever been to India, if you want to go to India and you want to bring in that inspiration, this Kali blend is fabulous. And you can put it right here on these beads. The only thing I always get concerned about with beads, to tell you the honest truth, you want to make sure that the oil is completely absorbed before you put it against fabric of your clothing. But you can put your scarf underneath it, and then it'll get on your scarf as you use that. You can even use this as a wonderful little wrap. It's just a big, huge wraparound scarf. So that's the Kali scarf, and you can get that from doTERRA, or reach out to me if you're not already a doTERRA member, and I'd be happy to tell you how to get your hands on that, because I think it's a great gift. Okay, let's get back to February, because February, this month of connection and cultivating an open heart starts with the oil of Lang Lang, and we would diffuse the Lang Lang essential oil. Lang Lang is an oil from a flower. It's very feminine, it's uplifting. A little bit of this in the diffuser is going to go a long way. It has aphrodisiac qualities, so it's definitely something that's kind of seductive and something that could be very beneficial depending on what you want to use it for. So Lang Lang is great for that, and it helps with sleep and anxious feelings. Now, emotionally, Lang Lang is the oil of an inner child, and it really brings out that sense of connection, innocence, intuition, and gives us a chance to open up, particularly if we have any concerns in terms of our sexuality and we're just trying to kind of relax with it and enjoy who we are and why we're here at this time in our lives. So we're using this in the workshop to try to create a calming, approachable nature so we can be connected with our heart. Because again, the theme here is connection, cultivate an open heart. The second oil we're using is wild orange, and this is one we would put in water. We would put a couple drops of wild orange in the water. This orange is a great flavoring. It's a beautiful antioxidant oil that you can bring into your system when you take it internally to help support your healthy immune response. And wild orange I love because it's bright and cheerful, and you can help people understand that by taking it in internally, they're actually using it as a digestive oil as well, which is fantastic. Wild orange is considered the oil of abundance. And so if we recognize that even if we've been sequestered and we are feeling kind of like our world is really, really small, we can look at using wild orange for a joyful, uplifting effect and its ability to help us know that we are, that there's more out there. There are more friends out there for us. There's more days, more opportunity, better health, and all kinds of good things that are coming our way. The third oil that we use as we start to move into the practice and we begin our breath work, we use the frankincense essential oil. Frankincense, as you know, is a wonderful respiratory opener. You could have people take a couple drops of that and apply it to their chest. Today I have clothing on, so when I'm talking to you, but you could certainly put it in the neck, back of the neck. It's very, very helpful for calming the nervous system. And frankincense is also something that helps our muscles to just kind of unwind and relax. So take it down. And frankincense is a great oil to be using in terms of our emotional health because it's the oil of truth. It's an oil that helps us get clearer on what is really true for us in this time. What is it that we are happy about, joyful about? What are the things we're concerned about? And just to get connected into our own heart instead of worrying about everything else out here. Frankincense applied to the chest is a great oil to use in this particular workshop, Connection, Cultivating an Open Heart. The fourth oil that we introduce is the geranium essential oil. And geranium, you guys, this is the perfect oil for this month because this is the oil of love and trust. Geranium is a balancing oil. So when we put it on, in, or around us, it's something that helps bring us back into homeostasis. It helps tension to relax. Physically, emotionally, it helps us to feel joy. It is a very uplifting aroma. Like the Lang Lang and many of the flower oils, geranium is very powerful aromatically. So we just want to use a little bit of it. But having some geranium, sometimes people even like to combine it with the wild orange in a class and make some kind of a spray that they could offer people or a blend that they create. I love the geranium. And it's interesting because as a flower oil, it's actually really powerful aromatically. So what I find is that this is one we could put on our skin. It's great for healing our skin and tissue. And as the oil of love and trust, geranium is an oil that we can use to soften anger, to let go of frustration, to open our heart to what's going on around us, and to notice the goodness with gratitude. So it's a great oil. Some people call it poor man's rose because it is a much less expensive version of an oil that is heart opening. But for those of you that have a practice that is really focused in heart opening, geranium is such a great choice. You could have people apply it to their sternum or chest. They could just take in a couple drops of inhalation. Oh, I just love having geranium around me. Now, the fifth oil that we use in this month's workshop is the Balance Blend. And Balance is a great oil for calming. So you're noticing a theme here. We're trying to help bring people down, calming. We've got we're starting with the Lang Lang and wild orange, kind of open them up and get them into the moment. Then we start going with frankincense, and then we layer on a geranium, and we're now layering on some balance blend that we could apply because it has fractionated coconut oil. I think you're going to want to apply this one on like the inside of the ankle or the calf muscles, because it is a grounding oil and beneficial to use in that way. But you could also actually save this and use it in Shavasana. You just want to make sure people aren't going to be standing up on their mat or on their hands, putting it in their hands and trying to hold a posture on their yoga mat, because the fractionated coconut oil in the balance blend, they'll go woo, you know, so unless that's a new move for your group. So anyway, that is the balance blend. And the other blend that I wanted to mention you can use, and I think is a great one to teach people about for their neck and back, is the Aroma Touch blend. So I think I might have done those out of order. I would use balance for Shavasana, and as we're coming down, I would bring in the Aroma Touch blend. And Aroma Touch is a combination that uses peppermint, lavender, cypress, grapefruit, basil, and marjoram. It's a beautiful aroma combination aromatically. And Aroma Touch is the oil of relaxation. So as you're bringing the class, kind of the arc of the class down into more of a relaxation phase, Aroma Touch is a great one. And I really encourage people to put it on their shoulders. You know, maybe it's in the front of the shoulders from doing a lot of chaturanga work. Maybe it's putting it in the back of the neck if they have tension from too much time on a computer, looking at Zoom or at their phone. So Aroma Touch is a great one to introduce. So let me just really quickly review those 6 oils back for you to remember about this February connection workshop, Cultivating an Open Heart. The first oil would be Diffusing Lang Lang, which is great to let go of stress and open up that playful spirit. Then we would move into Wild Orange, which is the oil of abundance. It helps us get creative and playful in our practice. Frankincense essential oil is the third oil, which we would use to recognize that it's safe to open up, that we're protected, that we can open our heart and nothing is going to hurt us because we are within, we are strong, and we're able to take it and handle it. The Aroma Touch blend might be actually the next one I would use as I'm moving into more of the physical movement in the asana practice. It's one that we use to relax and soothe ourselves so we can return to joy. If we're in a place of tension and anxiousness and fear, it's really, really hard to find joy because we don't have any more room. We're just holding too tight. So we want to open up and let go. The geranium essential oil is next, and we can use that to balance our ability to love and trust that which is around us. All that we're experiencing is here for a reason for us. It's here for us to open our hearts to some new dimensions right now. And then finally, the balance blend, which we could use in Shavasana, and this is one that would be very helpful to really ground people before they take off from the class. Sometimes when we have been working with a lot of thought and a lot of emotion around the opening of the heart, I think it's always a good idea to close the class with something that's very grounding. And the balance blend would be an excellent choice for that. So if you're looking for ideas for bringing an interesting new dimension to your yoga students, to your practice, to others who are interested in deepening their awareness about heart opening this month in a different way other than the chocolate and flowers approach to February, let's take a look at the Essential Yoga Program Workshop. I hope that you've enjoyed some of these ideas today. If you want the details about the script and many of the other things that I offer and the benefits of the Essential Yoga Academy, please feel free to reach out to me or just go onto my website and check out the details. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you have a beautiful day and a wonderful rest of the week. Namaste.